You know, we're a family at CBC, and we also have a value that we hold, that every member of the family has something to give, can be involved in ministry. And so it's in that vein that I'd like to invite Lizzie up to the front. Lizzie wants to talk to us about what happened last weekend. Can anybody remember?
Hi guys, I'd like you to raise your hands if you were at church camp last weekend. It doesn't matter if you camped all weekend, you were there for the Saturday, or you just came for the service. Okay, that's loads of us. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you did too. I loved going out on the lake in the kayaks. But who was the leader there? Well, Chris and Jackie were organising everything. They made all the announcements, they told everybody where to go and what was happening next. But did you know there were lots of leaders who did things without being noticed? There were people who built the fire, people who did the cooking, people who set out the chairs so we could sit there for church. Did you know there were people who set up the camp before others arrived? There were people who put up the marquee, who set up the table tennis. The young people even dragged all the kayaks down to the lake so we could use them, which proves that everybody did their bit. If they hadn't done that, I couldn't have gone kayaking, and if nobody put up a marquee, we'd all have got very wet eating dinner in the rain. Did you notice I called these people leaders earlier, not helpers? That's how Jesus views them. The Bible passage we're going to look at today contains Jesus saying, "The greatest among you should be like the youngest, and the one who rules like the one who serves." He's saying, if you want to be a leader, you've got to learn how to be a servant first. Maybe you could see why if you think about some of the world's leaders. Compare our late Queen Elizabeth with a ruler from the past, like Julius Caesar or the pharaohs of Egypt, who demanded the public obey them just because they were the king. Our queen showed what it was to lead by serving. That's why everybody loved her. It was so sad when she died. And Jesus was a great leader because he was a great servant. We're going to be hearing about and celebrating communion later. You remember at the Last Supper, Jesus took out a towel and some water and washed his disciples' feet. This is because he only had sandals like these stinky things to wear. And they were very dirty. An important person would never do that job, let alone the King of Kings. So when you eat the bread and drink the wine later, don't just think about what Jesus did for us on the cross. Remember too, the people who serve you now, the people who prepared the bread and the wine, and the people who serve it to you. And maybe say thank you to them. Their service is important too. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.